The devastating wildfires in Los Angeles have left countless families displaced, homes destroyed, and communities grappling with loss. In the midst of such hardship, small gestures of kindness can make a significant impact. When Meghan Markle and Billie Eilish learned about a young fire victim's heartbreaking story, they decided to take action in a way that not only brought joy but also highlighted the importance of solidarity during difficult times. Their efforts went beyond simply providing aid. They offered a moment of hope, a reminder that people still care, even in the darkest of times. This story is a testament to how celebrities, when using their influence for good, can make a real difference in people's lives. Meghan, known for her humanitarian work, and Billie, an artist who has always used her platform to advocate for important causes, demonstrated the power of compassion in action. Their involvement in this deeply personal effort showcased a different side of celebrity culture, one that is rooted in empathy, connection, and genuine human kindness. It is moments like these that remind us of the importance of looking out for one another, especially in times of crisis. As we dive deeper into this touching story, we will explore how the fires impacted the Los Angeles community, how Meghan and Billie became involved, and why this small yet profound act of kindness resonated so deeply with people around the world. This is not just a story about a T-shirt, it is about hope, resilience, and the power of unity in the face of adversity. Wildfires are a common occurrence in California, but the recent fires in Los Angeles have been particularly catastrophic. The blazes tore through neighborhoods, consuming homes, businesses, and entire communities. According to officials, over 25 lives were lost, 12,000 buildings were destroyed, and more than 60 square miles of land were reduced to ashes. The economic toll of these fires has been estimated at over $135 billion, leaving thousands of residents facing financial ruin and the daunting task of rebuilding their lives from the ground up. Beyond the staggering statistics, the emotional toll on families has been immeasurable. Many residents were forced to evacuate with only minutes to spare, leaving behind precious belongings, family heirlooms, and memories that can never be replaced. Parents struggled to reassure their children as they watched their homes disappear in flames. Elderly residents, some of whom had lived in these communities for decades, found themselves suddenly without shelter or security. The fires did not discriminate, they took everything in their path, leaving a trail of heartbreak in their wake. The psychological effects of losing one's home to a wildfire are profound. Studies have shown that survivors of natural disasters often experience long-term trauma, anxiety, and depression. The sense of displacement and uncertainty can be overwhelming, especially for children and teenagers who rely on a stable environment for their emotional well-being. It was in the midst of this overwhelming tragedy that Meghan Markle and Billie Eilish stepped in, using their platforms to bring comfort to one of these young victims in a way that was both personal and meaningful. As the fires continued to rage, Meghan Markle and Prince Harry made a quiet yet impactful visit to the affected areas, meeting with displaced families and first responders who had risked their lives to battle the flames. Unlike the typical high-profile visits that often feel performative, Meghan and Harry approached the situation with genuine empathy, spending time listening to people's stories and offering words of encouragement. Their presence provided a sense of validation and acknowledgement that the world had not forgotten about these struggling communities. During their visit to Altadena, a particularly hard-hit area, Meghan met a single mother and her 15-year-old daughter who had lost everything in the fire. As they recounted their ordeal, the teenager tearfully shared a personal loss that, while seemingly small in comparison to losing a home, carried deep emotional significance: her cherished Billie Eilish concert T-shirt. It was a reminder of a happier time, a symbol of joy in a life now overshadowed by devastation. Meghan was visibly moved by the girl's story. She understood the sentimental value attached to certain belongings, especially for young people who often use music and pop culture as an escape from difficult realities. Determined to help in any way she could, Meghan took it upon herself to make sure that the girl's wish was granted. What followed was a heartwarming demonstration of how even the smallest acts of kindness can have a profound impact. Determined to bring a smile to the young girl's face, Meghan reached out to her network of friends and contacts in the entertainment industry. Among them were singer Adam Levine and model Bahati Prinsloo, both of whom have been involved in various humanitarian efforts. Through their connections, Meghan was able to get in touch with Billie Eilish directly, relaying the teenager's story and explaining how much the lost T-shirt meant to her. Billie Eilish, known not only for her chart-topping music but also for her generosity and kindness towards her fans, did not hesitate. She immediately wanted to help, insisting on sending more than just a replacement T-shirt. She put together a special package that included signed merchandise, a handwritten note, and even a rare signed vinyl record, items that would make the teenager feel seen and appreciated, not just as a fan but as a person going through an incredibly difficult time. For Billie, this was more than just a PR gesture. She has spoken openly about the importance of mental health and the struggles of young people facing hardship. She knew that sometimes, small gestures of kindness could make all the difference in someone's healing process. By taking the time to personally engage with this young fan's story, Billie turned what could have been a fleeting moment of sadness into a lifelong memory of kindness and generosity. When the package arrived, the girl was overwhelmed with emotion. Not only had she received a replacement T-shirt, but she also now had a one-of-a-kind collection of Billie Eilish memorabilia that most fans could only dream of. Meghan, who had personally arranged for the surprise, shared her excitement in an Instagram video, expressing her gratitude to Billie and everyone who had contributed to making the moment possible. Dressed casually in jeans and a sweatshirt embroidered with her children's names, Archie and Lilibet, Meghan's video message was warm and sincere. She spoke about the importance of supporting wildfire victims, acknowledging the resilience of the affected communities, and thanking first responders for their tireless efforts. More importantly, she encouraged people to continue offering support in any way they could, whether through donations, volunteering, or simply reaching out to those in need. The video quickly went viral, drawing widespread praise from fans and humanitarian organizations alike. People were touched by the simplicity and sincerity of the gesture. It wasn't about grand donations or high-profile charity events, it was about a single act of kindness that made a real difference in one young girl's life. In the wake of devastation, it is often the smallest gestures that make the biggest difference. Meghan Markle and Billie Eilish's thoughtful act of kindness was more than just a replacement T-shirt, it was a powerful message of hope, reminding wildfire victims that they were not alone in their struggles. Their involvement showed that even in moments of profound loss, there are people who care, who listen, and who are willing to bring comfort in meaningful ways. While the media often focuses on grand charity initiatives, this moment stood out because of its sincerity and personal touch, proving that kindness does not always have to come in the form of million-dollar donations. Sometimes, a simple act of generosity can mean the world to someone in pain. What made this story truly resonate was the way Meghan and Billie approached it, with genuine empathy rather than publicity-driven charity work. Meghan's decision to personally reach out, listen, and take action showed her deep commitment to making a real difference. Billie's response, going beyond expectations to surprise a young fan with heartfelt gifts, reinforced the idea that celebrities can use their influence to create meaningful, personal connections. Their actions were not about self-promotion but about lifting someone's spirits in a time of crisis. This is what real compassion looks like, putting humanity above status and using influence for good. As the affected communities in Los Angeles work toward recovery, this story serves as a reminder that every effort, no matter how small, can contribute to healing. While Meghan and Billie's gesture may not rebuild homes, it brought a sense of warmth and hope to a young girl who had lost everything. It also inspired others to take action, proving that acts of kindness have a ripple effect. As we navigate a world often filled with hardship, stories like these remind us of the power of generosity, human connection, and the simple yet profound impact of showing up for one another in times of need.